on the 1st of March, we celebrate the World Horse Day. In antiquity, horses were very important for agriculture, in the military, for transport and entertainment. Therefore, it was also very important to take good care of them and to treat their diseases. Several collections of veterinary texts written in Latin and Greek have survived from late antiquity. They are preserved in medieval manuscripts. The oldest is dated to the 10th century. Some of the cures described in these collections also include magical elements. For example, in addition to giving the horse a mixture of herbs, recipes may also include the reading of a magic formula to enforce the effect of the cure.
But did these cures really work? It does seem so, at least in some cases. One example is a special treatment using the root of a hellebore or Christmas rose. Ancient veterinarians described how it could be used to cure many diseases. You should dig up the roots with your left hand before sunrise. With a bronze needle, scratch a circle in the shape of a letter O on both ears of the animal. The same needle is then used to pierce the center of the circle and insert the root. Once the wound closed around the root, it remained there. All the forces of the disease and all the harmful toxins were then drawn into the ears until the part of the ear inside the circle would die and fall off. Here we see several magical elements at play. The mentioning of the left hand, before sunrise, the bronze needle, and the shape of the letter O. Well into the 20th century, farmers could treat their sick horses and cattle in a similar way. A veterinarian in Germany in the 1920s heard of successful cases where critically ill animals recovered. He wanted to investigate it himself and experimented with hellebore. It turned out that sick animals reacted to the root by swelling and inflammation. After about 2 weeks, the specific part died and fell off. To his surprise, he managed to cure cases of foot and mouth disease, swine fever, and other deadly diseases.
Sometimes very specialized mixtures of herbs and substances were prescribed for the horses, and one may wonder how effective some of them were. What was mixed together was given to the horse in a horn, which is also depicted in a 14th century manuscript. The texts also include passages that show how much people loved their horses. For example, the veterinarian Pelagonius writes to his colleague, "You're outstanding in your great love for horses, and the joy you feel when you handle them is obvious." In our project, funded by the Swedish Research Council, which also includes a scholar of the history of religion, Paul Linjema, we are collecting these texts, translating them into English and making them searchable in a so-called relational database, which has been created by the IT architect Kenneth Berg. This will be hosted via the Swedish Institute in Rome, and it will be freely available online. Our names are Elisabet Göransson
and Britt Dahlman at the Center for Theology and Religious Studies at Lund University in Sweden. Thank you for watching.